Shanta, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Snow White with the Red Hair, Season 1, Episode 8. The last episode, we found out the real nature of Prince Izuna, Zen's older brother. He's not cruel just for the sake of being cruel. He's actually very smart, and he does things for a purpose, and that's nice. And he's kind of looking out for everyone. He's looking out for the kingdom on top, top priority is the kingdom that he's supposed to rule eventually, and then he's already kind of, he's the prince of it, the crown prince, and he's looking out for Zen also to be a good prince on his own right and stuff like that. But we did manage to, I think to some degree, Shirayuki managed to sort of make a good impression on him, so oh well. She's being tolerated. Okay, let's get into this episode. Please don't forget to check out my Patreon for full reactions or subscribe here on YouTube. It helps so much. Thank you. Let's go. Memories that draw spirals of the past. Okay, we're just hoping they're doing fine, I guess. I think we would know if they weren't doing fine. Of course it is. I guess you'll just have to marry her. Ooh. I think she's fine with it. But you did. So it was a test, I guess. Well, she didn't see that. What's your point? Of course it did. Return it. Okay. And leave him in your hands. Okay. It almost sounds like she's the babysitter. Yeah, shouldn't he do the same thing? Oh, okay. Excuse me, my dude? You have a crush on her, I can see that, but... Well. Really? Oh, can they hear that? Can they hear they hear them talking? Okay. Okay. Sure. Prince Zen is something? Because she's so loyal to him, you mean? Why does he need to do it? Is it disgusting? Oh, is it like alcohol? My god. Lightweight. I would say so. I mean, woman. What the hell? You think he's bothered by what Obi said? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, it's the same thing. He did the same thing for him that he's doing for Shirayuki. And now he's afraid that she will get closer to Obi, like he got closer to Mitsuhide. Oh. You have a pretty troublesome ward. Who's that? Okay. That's Hanji's voice. Yeah, it's kind of forced, sure. What happened to this dude? I mean, the point was that he will accompany him everywhere. Where'd you find this guy? Oh yeah, okay, he feels bad about it. Because, yeah, it's hard to be friends with him. It's hard to get close to him. Because he's a prince. Is he actually really angry about it? Or jealous or something? Hmm. Yeah, that's me to hate to being honest. Damn, okay. Oh. I mean, I guess it's more personable than you expected. Yeah, he gets to not be a prince, I guess, for a second. I mean, they took to each other. I don't know exactly when they met and how they met, but it's definitely easygoing, it seems like. Unless something is going on though with this guy. Who's watching this? Let's see. Is it going to end tragically? We don't know what happened to that guy, so I'm assuming so. Is he here for some reason? Yeah. But is there more going on? But he has a look in his eye. Yeah. Yeah. He's going to though. His dad meets him outside, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Something is up, but... Yeah. He's going to sneak out at night, that's the plan. What are we worried about? I mean, at night it's more... You're more vulnerable, I guess. Dude. Is he dead? What the hell? Is he... Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, trying to get at Izana 3's brother.
己の利益ではなく領民のことを考えてきた者は今もリドの地でクラリネスのために尽力してくれている。それに助力もせん逆賊がどこで息を
Lido was one of the places that we talked about last episode, where he damn, he's skilled as hell.
お前もディドの逆賊か。自分たちがどれだけ
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like maybe he had a problem with it. Yeah, he's struggling with it himself. Damn, dude. Wow. Oh shit. Oh. And he doesn't have a single stain on him. Yeah, I think he liked him anyway. Because he saw that he cared. Yeah, he cared about him despite himself. But you were starting to know. Damn, that was really cold though from Mitsuhide, which I looked fair enough. He had his duty above all, I guess, but damn. Okay, that was an episode I didn't expect. I thought it was going one way with like Obi being assigned to be her bodyguard and stuff like that. You know, I thought there would be some kind of jealousy or something, but instead we delved into Zen's past and what he feels about the idea of like being a prince and how that sets him apart from people, even though he doesn't want that to be. Like he longs, I guess, for like a relationship outside of that where it's actually real. And maybe that's why he goes out all the time and he's so personable and so, you know, he wants to get to know the people in the kingdom as people and help them out on like a personal level and stuff like that. Like it doesn't seem like he ever stopped wanting that, even though he got burned so badly with this first relationship that he had outside the palace. And but this kind of fear is definitely dogging him. Shirayuki being asked the same question and kind of knowing, or I guess in his heart kind of doubting, kind of having this fear that she feels the same way. I mean, you can't ignore the fact that it would be probably easier for her like to be friends with him if he wasn't a prince in some way, I guess. But she was she immediately like refuted that. Like she was like, no, like don't even ask that. That's an insult. I guess, I mean, I'm pretty much expecting it to be like, as far as she's concerned, she doesn't even think about it supposedly, or like she, you know, appreciates what Zen has to go through and she understands it and she doesn't, you know, for a minute, you know, complain or think that it would be better if it was otherwise. I guess I can definitely see it being as like, you know, I like Zen because he's a prince in some way. Like, no, that sounds bad, but like she appreciates that side of him that he struggles with, that he, you know, tries so hard to be a good prince and do things his own way at the same time, and that's what kind of drew her to him. So without it in some ways it won't be the Zen that she knows. So I can see how that would be, you know, why she is so like quick to say like no, like don't even ask that. Like she didn't know that Zen was listening, but it's almost like she knew, because she, like, I mean, it was a very decisive answer. Still Zen is kind of questioning it, I think, but it seems like she's not gonna, like, if he asks that of her, she might tell him, but you know, she'll be able to convince him that she really doesn't think about it, doesn't wish that he wasn't a prince or something. I mean, I feel like realistically you would think that maybe that it would be easier to be with someone, to be friends with someone who wasn't like, of a higher rank and so far removed from you in some ways. But the thing about Zen is that he does make it a point to not act as a prince sometimes, or especially with Shirayuki, I guess. Like she had no clue he was a prince. He goes out and befriends people, it seems like, or or goes out on adventures and meets people, and it doesn't feel like he doesn't, I guess in some way he's never kind of come to grips with the fact that he is a prince and that he has to act a certain way. I'm hoping that it's more like intentional, like I know that this is what maybe Izana expects from me, what people expect from me, to be a prince like that, to keep my distance and be princely all the time, but I can't do it. I don't want to do it, kind of. So I'm doing it my way, and I'm getting to know people, and I'm not acting as a prince every time or something. And it makes sense that he would react that way also to that idea, because, his first friend that he made, it was such a disaster. And that's still, he still wants to, like, he still wants to, I guess, potentially foster these kinds of relationships where he meets people and genuinely befriends them, whether they're, obviously they're not the same rank as him. Like, you don't have another one the same rank as him except his brother, who's not exactly the same rank either. But like, it really bothers him, and he's like, anyway, I wonder what kind of mindset he goes with, oh, I wish I wasn't a prince still, or okay, I've accepted I'm a prince and that it maybe sets me apart, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from acting as I would, like making friends as I would if I wasn't a prince or something like that. Like, it feels like there's a wish in him that he wasn't, because he is so in some way insecure, I guess, in some way, about being a prince. For that reason, then I feel it bothers him more than it would like Shirayuki. Like, Shirayuki's like just accepts him as he is with his princehood. Like, if anything, like I said, it's like the thing that draws her to him, not because he's a prince, but because he struggles with it and because of how he is, because he's a prince, kind of. But for him, it's like this big, it can turn out deadly, like this gap that is really hard to bridge. So he's like extra insecure about that. So of course it would needle him even more to hear someone point it out. So I'm definitely expecting some kind of conversation about that between Shirayuki and him next episode, where she catches on to the fact that he has doubts about it, I guess, or something. And she reassures him, I think. But we'll see how that turns out, how, it comes to light, if he brings it up himself or if she somehow realizes. I don't know. Also, the whole thing with Obi, I definitely feel like we had this little interaction between them, during the Laxdo episode, where he kind of approached her. He saw that she was really tired and he approached her and stuff like that. And it was kind of weird. And I was like, is something going to happen between them? And now it feels like, I don't think something's going to happen between them. But I just think that maybe Obi, it definitely seems like Obi has a crush on her. His hands acted on their own. Kind of creepy, to be honest. But hopefully they don't do anything too crazy with those hands. But it's also kind of cute. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not for a second expecting Shirayuki to feel anything for him. I don't think that's where it's gonna go, but it might make Zen a little bit even more insecure about this idea that, oh, she gets close to this dude in a way that I can't get close to her or something like that. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure about that. But okay. Episode 9. Let's get into this episode. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, so he has this insecurity about being a prince and having privilege that other people don't. Thoughts that convey our bonds. Yeah, I think he needs reassurance in the bond.
申し訳ないけど、帯くんちょっと見ててやってね。俺は構わないけどね。
That's your job, right?
お嬢さん。お
いたずらで強めのお酒を飲ませたら倒れてしまいまして。
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
白雪くん弱かったんですね。それで酔いが覚めるまで休んでもらっています。
Oh, she's gonna do something crazy. Now that she's a little bit drunk still.
代わりに全宛てのメモが。
To Zen? Okay, I thought she was going to go at him.
大丈夫でしょう。
Where are we going?
おーい、前殿下の婚約者のさ。どこどこ？あの子がそうか。赤い髪なんて珍しい。
Okay. Where are we going?
いや、ちょっと待った。私馬乗れないんだった。
What are you talking? Where are you going?
兄がいたらあんな感じかな。
お嬢さん酔っ払ってるな。
What
な
are
んで
you?
まタンバルンにでも出かける気？
Was she?
はるか公爵。
Girl.
なんで向かないの？
いや、いないでしょ、そんな都合よ。
Why do you want to go back to what the hell?
ありがとう。
You left a note to Zen telling him that you were
だったんだけどね。
leaving him?
お嬢さん。気づかれたのか。
Who the fuck are you?
報告だけ。
Report?
ちょっと待っててもらえない？
For who? Who are you reporting to, my dude?
今日は自分以外の監視は見当たらず終わったみたいだね。雇い主は誰だ？何の話を？
Dude, please.
そのは落ちてたのを投げ捨てようとしただけだ。
What the hell? What?
では、
妙な仲間の集め方をするな。随分と時間がかかっているが、まあ苦労するのはお前たちだ。
はい。
What?
お嬢さんの身辺を探るやつがうじゃうじゃ出てくるって。
そんなことしても何の得もないよ。
Because she doesn't want to. Like, she wants to go back to Tamburn because she doesn't want.
主が王子やってること、どう思ってるか聞いていい？
善らしいな。
Doesn't want to be a
と
burden
思うけど、
in his own way.
善はずっと王子で、そのどこかに惹かれて動く人がいるわけでしょ。
お前に単身外出許可出して戻ってこない可能性も考えていたんだよ。俺は許せよ。
あんたがいてこその王子だとも思うよ、俺は。
その王子を私が蹴落としてどうする？
はい。
善がバカにされるとか言われっぱなして心配事を増やしたり。
お嬢さん、何に怒ってるわけ？
動き方がわからない自分に腹が立つ。ラクスドの処分のことだって。
Yeah, she feels she's to blame for that.
ずっと気になってても私が一体何になるのかって。
なるほど。
Or she can't do
行
anything.
こうとしたんだ。
Oh, is that where? I was wondering. I thought about that, but I was like, why?
大丈夫としか言わないし。
So you wanted to check for yourself? Yeah, he's worried.
格好つけて。
この子は主と同じ。近くに誰かがいないと一人で突っ走る類の人間だ。それでおそらく一人でいるときそれを自覚しない。あんたが本当に行きたいならラクスドくらい連れてってあげるよ。
Okay.
けど俺がもう行ってきちゃったんだな。
Yeah, you checked on it already.
外出許可もらった間にちょっと様子見にね。んで、はい、これ。
How long have you been holding on to that?
珍しい薬草らしいね。あの小さい人、シュカって言ったっけ？あの人が取ったってさ。
Oh.
シュカさんが。
Yeah, the boy that we got to know there. Among all the other boys.
みんなの病状経過報告書だ。
ことづけも頼まれたよ。たくさんありすぎて忘れちゃったけどね。みんな口を揃えて しっかりやりますってさ。
They're so sweet.
ありがとうオビ。
俺
よし
Well,
帰
yeah.
ろう。あ、まず
お嬢さん
Did you get her?
いやいやいや、あんたら見てると面白そうだって居座っただけのことだったんだけど。
But now you actually care.
よっ
Now you're invested in their well-being. So what note did she leave to Zen that she's going to visit Taxto? I guess it will never reach him, so... Oh well.
ゼン、これ
Oh, she did. Okay, what?
様子を見に行ったら置かれてた。
What did she say? What did she say?
ちょっと言ってくれ。さっきのメモなんで？
What did she
あのメモは
say?
帯から。
Oh,
白
from
雪が酔っ
Obi.
払って戻ってこられないらしいよ。
Way back from where?
だからなんだ焦って。
白雪、酔っ払ったって大丈夫なのか？
Obi doesn't need help carrying her, but I guess Zen would like to take over
あ
or
の子が
something.
来てくれてよかったな。
Oh. Is that... Yeah, Therese.
前様の謹慎が解けたら渡そうと思ってい
Oh,
ました。
you gave it to him?
あの少年の矢から外したものです。彼には墓がないですから。
信じたかった。
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it.
敵を見抜くことにとらわれるより、まず誰が味方か知ることです。すべてを急がなくていいと思います。私はまだ未熟ですが、前様のそばにいて信頼を得られる男
Like,
に
you
なり
can
ます
start with me, because it's very hard after being betrayed to just go out into the world and try to find your allies. But having an ally is a good place to start.
私にあなたを守らせてください。
ついて
名前を。
俺もなるぞ。側近に誇られるような主人と言いたいところだが、まずは強くだ。
前様。
Yeah, he keeps it as a reminder.
何？気
All
色
that.
悪い。
気色悪いって。
I wonder when she got into the mix.
って呼ばれるのは窮屈だって前に言われたのを思い出してさ。
うろうろするな。探しただろ。不審な奴をひっ捕まえたって。ええ、お嬢さんのこと探ってたみたいです。主たちが言ってた通りですね。最近誰かに
she's a
見られてる
target
気
now.
がするって白雪から聞いてたんだ。少し前なら一人で何とかしようとしていたけどな。白雪がラクストに行こうとした？少々遠いんで散歩に終わりましたけどね。そうか。表に出たのもお嬢さんをおぶったのも不可抗力ですからね。何も言ってないだろう。なんで断る？噛みつきそうな目で見てましたよ。見てるか。
Dude, you're pushing
追い
it.
返してもいいって言ってあったのに。お手柄だ。
Oh, we're becoming allies.
いや、まあ危なかったですけどね。無駄にならなくてよかったよ。
What's that?
なんです？
Oh, that's a pass to the palace.
さっき発行された
Nice.
クラリネス第二王子付き伝令役。お
Oh,
前の肩書きだ。信じるからな。俺は自分の目と味方の目とついでにお前をだ。主の瞳の色って綺麗ですね。
whoa, okay.
切るなよ。
I think he was trying to break the tension. I don't know.
王子の伝令役ってのはお嬢さんに何か起きれば主に筒抜け。そんな仕掛けにわざわざ首突っ込みたがる奴はそうそういないだろう。大事なものをもっとうまく守れるようになるからな。
Okay.
多くの信じられるものが絶えずそばにいるようにといつでも願っている。選んで進むこの道に。
I thought I was I felt like this weird tension between like the idea of Obi like getting closer to Shirayuki and thought that he was going to go like a different way. I mean, he's definitely getting closer to her and getting to feel protective over her, but it wasn't like I don't know if he's gonna fall in love with her or what, but it's not gonna be like the focus. Like I thought, you know, the insecurity that Zen was feeling was about Shirayuki, but it's not. Like with Shirayuki, he's very, I guess he's secure. I mean, especially as we saw how she reacted last episode when Obi asked her, wouldn't you rather he wasn't a prince? And she was like, no, I want him to be who he is. And how do you, like, that's an insult. How do you ask me that? And stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, she hasn't given him any reason to doubt. But I was like, I thought that was where it was going. And then it turned out that it was actually about his relationship with Obi more than that. About him deciding to trust him. About how hard it is for him to, you know, after, you know, the first incident that he had with Atori and being betrayed, how hard it is for him to, you know, pick out these allies, to find them and really trust them. Like he has this doubt, but he, you know, he was able to overcome this doubt and really come to the point where he, you know, he chose to trust Obi all the way, you know, with someone who's like really, really important to him, like Shirayuki. So that's a lot. And I really like that that was the conclusion, like that was where it was going, because I didn't realize that was where we're going. Like I thought he needed to some reassurance in his relationship with Shirayuki, but that's not even the case. I mean, it makes sense now that I, you know, think about it, of course. That wasn't it. It was Obi, really. That was, you know, kind of like, you know, the unstable piece of, you know, of all of this. Like the one thing that Zen wasn't exactly sure about until he was. Until he decided to be in some way at the end. And that's really nice. It's really sweet. Because we also know that Obi has been kind of like, you know, it was in the Loxdo episode. Was that like 3 episodes ago or something? Where they fought together and then Zen was like, you know, talking about how he I don't remember exactly what he said, but he conveyed his trust in Mitsuhide and Kiki. And Obi wasn't part of that. And he was thinking to himself, oh, I kind of want to be, or something like that. So already from then, we knew that he was craving this position beside the prince, you know, to be trusted in that way. Like he wanted it, but he still needed to prove himself, I guess, and still needed also to, I guess, for himself to realize just how far he was willing to, like how much he was willing to stay, to do in order to stay by their side. So now he's going to watch over her. Like, I think even if he does like Shirayuki for herself, I mean, I'm sure he does, but like, you know, like what's more important, like what we've been focusing on and what's more important to him is this relationship with the prince. Is like, I think he likes, like he wants to protect Shirayuki for his prince more than anything. So that's sweet. And also like everything that we got, like the conclusion to Atori's story, like basically the conversation between Mitsuhide and Zen was really beautiful and on point. Like him having to, like after, you know, being betrayed so badly by someone that he cared about so much, like his first friend, that he decided that he wanted to trust, even if he felt like, oh, maybe I can't really trust him, but I want to so badly, and it made him like ignore the signs in some way. But then at least he had someone there, you know, someone there to protect him, someone there to stick with him after that, and someone there to tell him, like, you know, you can still do it. You can still, like, even though you're a prince, you can find out, you know, who the people are who will stay by your side, who will be there for you. And it's especially poignant after you've just, like, found someone who betrayed you, you know, and you could potentially not ever trust again because of your position. And then Mitsuhide is like, no, I'm gonna be here with you, like you can trust me. And so it's like an immediate balm to this fear. It's an immediate like counter argument, I guess. Like sure, there are people who you can't trust, but you can't let that kind of guide you and be distrustful of everyone around you. So it was really important for me to be there to say that. Yeah, I do wonder about how Kiki, like, what's Kiki's story? How are we gonna get that? Like, how are we gonna, like, if we're gonna get the story of how she joined and how she became, you know, so trusted as well, I would like that. I feel like we would eventually, when it's pertinent to what's happening, I guess, in the present in some way. But we also know about Zen that really his two companions have been like pretty much the only ones that he really trusted, I guess. And it was still hard for him to open up to anyone else until Shirayuki came, and that's the effect that she has on him, that he wants to, you know, I guess trusting people even more. So that's really sweet and nice. I liked how this, I guess, mini arc concluded. Yeah, I really didn't know what to make of it at first. Like where we were going with it, like last episode, but I like the turn that it took. Episode 10. Let's get into this episode. Hello there, dude. Ooh. Ooh. And you're hanging in a tree. Who's the visitor? Ooh, that's a cool bird. What? The hell? Why does she look like a character from a different... Oh. Show. Who is that? Yeah. Who are you? Why do you... Okay. Like, she looks a character from a fantasy show or something. Like a more heavily fantasy show. And here, I mean, I think with this show, was there any fantastical elements, really? Treading further with an unprepared heart. Thank you. Oh, she did that on purpose? I didn't get that. Okay. You're the guest? She doesn't look like someone who needs formal wear, right? But I guess it's the principle of the thing. He's a very pretty bird. What is your deal, though? Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool that they're part of the same kingdom too. Oh, what? So you came here to request the princess aid. Okay, what an asshole. No. Yeah, I don't know where the Viscount got that bravado. I guess he doesn't know Zen at all. I guess he just assumed that Prince Zen would be terrible. What? I mean, we've seen... Oh, he's here. Okay. Oh. Like his hands are tied. He's gotta find a way to... Like, I don't know how it works, but why does he need to leave it in the Lord's hands if they came to him? As soon as they did that, it should be under his jurisdiction. I guess they don't want to make it a rule that, you know, like they can't be personally involved in every little thing that happens in the kingdom, I guess. Why does he get to do whatever he wants? That sucks. Why is that the way things are? Yeah, what is the meaning of that? Why can't you? I don't know how it works in a kingdom. I don't know how it works. But can't the prince decide things? Like, you know? Maybe because it's like the second prince, he can't do. I mean, Izuna, you know, we saw Izuna deal with like corrupt nobles or something. But he had to be smart about it, so I guess this is what we need to do too. And that will make them. Yeah, and then they will be protected. Then they're like an asset to the royal family or whatever, to the kingdom. So they can't be just hunted down. I mean, sure, I guess, yeah, the nobles, I guess, have their own resources and the royal family can just do whatever they want. He's going to try to mess it up. What are you laughing about? Yeah, she's become famous. He's gonna try to sabotage it. Yeah. We trust you with it, yeah. What are you up to? Down from, yeah, we know. We get it, dude. No. No. She doesn't give a shit about that. Go away. You're so stupid. Of course, you're a fucking idiot. Asshole. Obviously messing with everything. You would not be hunting anymore, so? Obi, help them. She's a subject too at this point. You're just of a higher status, so that's the problem. What an entitled little shit. Oh. Obi. Yeah. Yeah. Dude. Oh, she got hurt. He was thrown into the lake. You got it. Oh, they can do that? Yes, da. It's supposed to go back to go there and return? It's pretty crazy. Oh, they're helping. Oh no. To find it, because he can find it. You pointed them in the right direction, okay. Come on, girl. Oh. Yeah, now you see a different side. Oh, it's coming? Damn. Nice. Damn, after all that, they managed to do it in time. Okay.
確かに
Impressive.
全員の署名を確認。
ありがとう白雪
Yeah. You have no idea what she went through for you.
どうした？
署名とともに報告が。
He's arrested.
見ついて。聞き馬の用意を。
So, I mean, and like he was so confident in his status that, yeah, that he thought he would just be able to say that he's like outright sabotaging and no one would do anything about it. I mean, it's just a scratch, I think. It's fine.
全殿下は却下されるかと思いましたが、よく許されたものです。
兵たちとあの娘を信頼して任せたのだろう。ただ守りたいものをどう守れるのか、あれはまだ決められていないのだろうな。
主、お嬢さんなら上で。
白雪殿が言っていました。前殿下が本心で動けない時があるなら、自分は殿下をそんな目には合わせないと。
ごめんね。でも善に隠すつもりはなかったよ。隠すと怒るから。
バカ。
They're really adorable. Oh, okay. I was like, is he going to kiss her? No, he already did. Okay. Okay. That made him realize how much he cares. Not that I feel like he knew, but like, you know, to act on it is a different thing altogether. Especially as like he was already kind of taunted with the declaration that he was supposedly engaged to her, and then he had to go back on that, obviously. And he was worried that it would make things difficult for her, and then, yeah, now he's like, you know, now he's kissing her, so... cool episode, cool concept. I was really annoyed by the Lord. I mean, obviously I was supposed to be by the Viscount, but it just... I mean, I do understand on a, like, surface level that I guess, lords have, like, their own power in their territories, and the royal family can't necessarily, like, interfere whenever they want. Because, I mean, it wouldn't be fair. Well, anyway, the lords have their own power. So, like Zen couldn't really do anything outright, like, directly just say, like, no, don't hurt the birds. I mean, unless he could find an actual function for them where they would have to be protected for the sake of the kingdom. So, okay, very cool. And it was very cool how far Shirayuki was willing to go. I mean, obviously, not surprising, but just like her determination, and like, it was interesting how like Zen sent her there knowing that the Viscount obviously would try to interfere. But he didn't think he would go this far. He didn't think, you know, obviously she would have to jump and stuff, get injured in the process. Like they would get physical. Because he knew Shirayuki wouldn't, like, maybe he thought he would go as far as to have like the Viscount be like, oh, work for me, like, or whatever, not work for me, I will like help you, whatever he suggested, like, you know, I will be your sponsor or whatever. And he knew that Shirayuki would never waver with that. Like he like, obviously it wasn't even a thing. So he was like, okay, Shirayuki can totally handle it. She'll be like my representative in this case. But then it did go as far as all that. And she had to endanger herself, and I mean, a little bit, but yeah, it was a big deal. And then realizing that, you know, he put her in danger, and how much she was willing to do for him. Also, like, the words that she said about how, you know, she wants to, like, she's willing to put herself in danger so that he doesn't have to waver between what he feels and what he has to do, kind of. That struck a chord with him, and okay, and all of it together brought us to this moment when he actually kissed her and acted on his feelings. Okay, cool that we got here. I wonder where we're going with that next. Like, if it's going to be like a big fanfare of like, oh god, you know, I don't know if those, because I mean, when whatever his name was, what's the name of the other prince of Tambourine? Raj. When Raj like said that he was engaged, that Shirayuki and Zen were engaged, Zen immediately like refuted it. But I think it was mostly because he didn't want to force anything on Shirayuki without like, you know, I mean, obviously they didn't discuss this. There was nothing like they've never really discussed their feelings for each other beyond like in any romantic context. It was more like, oh, we want to like work with each other and learn from each other and all that. But like, you know, it never went anywhere else. But it's also not only that, because he was also worried about what it might do to her, what it might, like, what complications it will bring into her life. Even after he refuted it, it was still, like, you know, a problem. So there's also that to consider. Like, and I don't know also how serious this is going to be. Like, if it's just going to be, okay. I don't really expect it to be like, okay, now we're engaged. Like, so obviously there's a lot to figure out here about how this goes forward, what kind of relationship they're actually going to have from now on, if they're going to act on it in a more official level, if like how people are going to react to that, if that's going to be a problem and all that. Overall, I don't think people who know Shirayuki, like all those people we got to, like she got to be enamored with her. I don't think, to some degree or another, I don't think they'll have a problem. I mean, I don't think Izana will be a problem, or the Lord that was with him, I forgot his name. You know, all that. But it might, like, Izana isn't only thinking about his own opinion, obviously. Like, there's the larger opinion to consider, and I guess we need to navigate that. I don't know, like, if that's going to be a big deal or just, like, whatever. But I feel like it might be a big deal in the sense of, because we do focus a lot on, like, how people perceive each other, like, how she's perceived being, you know, the prince's friend, but not being, like, of a high status and stuff like that. And, you know, we have, like, this whole, like the difference in status and stuff we have focused on this episode and in other episodes, and duty and all that. So I do feel like that's going to be a part of the story. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons: Redding Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Terranor, Michael Gabriel, Marsh, Stone Tree, Antiquity, and Red Emia. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, without whose support I would never be able to do any of this. And to my YouTube watchers, thank you so much.